One of the conversations that I always have with people is once they come to the farm, you brought some of your past and present to the farm, good, bad, or indifferent.
That's a hazard of being a farmer.
You're a dirt swallower?
Hey! I used to eat mud pies.
So our great-grandmother, Florine Gilliard Johnson, and our great-grandfather, Horace Johnson, lived in this house right here. And this is actually the second house that was built on the property.
I was the last child to get bathed on the back porch here. And your basic basin, you know, the metal ones.
Our thing right now is if we're gonna move this into more of a legacy, what do we do now for generations to come?
So one of our running conversations about a nut tree, walnuts, pecans, whatever. You can plant it right now, but you won't see a nut for 10 years. Be the first time it'll produce. And a fruit tree is 3 to 5. Where are you gonna be in 3 to 5 years? Where are you gonna be in 10 years? You're not planning for you, are you? Because you're not really gonna see the fruit of your labor in that sense.
I mean, if you're 30 and planted it, you're still not getting anything like productive till you're almost 40, right?
And by that time, you're hoping your kids are being more helpful if you have them.
I would say for me, it's the ability to look back and be able to say, oh, we did that. And I said, we talk about our past in the present so that we don't make the mistakes so that we can make sure things happen in the future.
My mother and her sisters and brothers planted in these fields. My great aunts and uncles planted in these fields. I don't know, it just means more to me. A legacy is something that you leave behind, you know, and it continues to grow, right?
But we're still here.
Right? I think he just volunteered to do that so that he could play on the lawnmower. Don't tell him I said it. Oh, snap, I'm mic'd up. What about that, big brother?
You are on it, little sister.
Trying to get it right.
So how about I tell you first who the Gullah Geechee people are? They're West Africans that come from a little bit of everywhere. Ghana, Cameroon, Ivory Coast, like all those, Sierra Leone. They were brought here because of rice culture and what they knew about rice and rice culture. And after emancipation, pretty much, if you can imagine, running from Wilmington, North Carolina to North Florida is the full length of Gullah Geechee folks. When emancipation happened, basically, there was what we call white flight. And you have all of these people of African descent that were just left here to pretty much die. They didn't really think about the fact that these were the people that built the shrimp net. These were the people that did all the hunting for them, all of that kind of stuff. So why they thought we were just gonna die off, I have no earthly clue. So yeah, that's who we are. And the Gullah Geechee people are from the earth. Like, we're big growers, big into the earth. Agriculture not is only part of it, it's nature as a whole, and working with nature instead of against nature. A lot of the practices that you see me doing here are considered just to be the old ways. Like for my family, they're just like, compost? Yeah, that's what we always use, you know what I'm saying?
Mama said to bring everybody water.
Okay.
So I suggest you drink some, mister.
I will.
Or I'm telling Mom. We're used to working with what we have. Some of it is passed down through verbal history. My Nana saying, okay, hey, look, these are huckleberries, and us being, well, can we eat them? Because, you know, when you're a kid, that's the primary thing. You want to know what you can eat. All things that you learn, not because you read it in a book, but because they told you to do it. That's the way it is. And so the land told us basically, okay, hey, look, you can grow this here, but you can't grow that, so the neighbor would grow it. The gratitude that I feel we have changed because of the work, because of the understanding, because of the trauma, because of all the things. It just came from a different place.